In a city, 36 out of a random sample of 500 men were found to drinkers at a certain date. After the heavy increase in tax of intoxicants, another sample of 100 men in the same city included 6 drinkers. Do you feel that the observed proportion of drinkers decreasing significantly at 1% level? So, what we have given in the question. So, first of all, the x1, so number of drinkers, which is the 36 here, and the x2, the 6 person in the 100, and n1 is equal to 500 and n2 is equal to 100. And so p1 is equal to observed proportion of drinkers in the sample before the increase in the tax of the intoxicants, and the 36 upon 500, which is the p1 value, and p2 is equal to observed proportion of drinkers in the sample after the increase in tax of intoxicants, 6 upon 100, which is the 0.06. Here we want to test the proportion of drinkers increasing after increasing of the tax of the intoxicants. So we have to, our claim is the p1 is greater than p2 and a complement is p1 and less than p2. Since the complement contains the equality sign, and then we have the hypothesis, which is the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis, and with this is the right tail test, because there is only one direction of this tail test, and p is unknown, so the pooled estimate of proportion is given by x1 upon x2, sorry, x1 plus x2 and n1 plus n2, and the p is equal to 0.07 and q is equal to 1 minus p. 0.93 is the value of this p and q, and p value is 0.07 and q is equal to 0.93. So before proceeding further, we check the normality. So n1 p1 and n2 p2, and n1 q1 and n2 q2, which is greater than the 5 value, which is that the normal condition meets. So we can go for the z test. So before, after going to the z test, so we have to check in normality conditions. If they meet, if the condition meets, then we apply for the z test. So z test is equal to p1 minus p2 root p cap pq cap 1 upon n1 and plus 1 upon n2, and after the putting the values, we find the value 0.44, and the critical value for right tail test 1% level of significance is 2.33, which is less than the critical value, and this is the non-rejection region. C lies in the non-rejection region, and we do not reject the null hypothesis and accept the null hypothesis and reject the alternative hypothesis. And decision according to the p value, the z test is, after you can see here the z is greater than z, and where the z value is 0.44, and we find the value of these, so we find the p value is 0.4700, which is greater than the alpha value, so we do not reject the null hypothesis, and at 1% of level of significance. So our claim is that the drinkers have not been decreased after increasing the intoxicants. Thank you so much. If any queries, you can comment on it about that. Thank you.